Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, August 2, 2022. You can begin the day with a mission to get organized. As the day advances, your attention is likely to diffuse. As well, a Mercury-Saturn opposition comes into play, and you may need to deal with blocks or challenges before moving forward. With Saturn in your solar 12th house, you could be dealing with worries about your effectiveness or performance. If you're feeling overwhelmed, aim to slow yourself down, and don't be afraid to enlist some help. Taking a small break from a problem can help you get a new perspective and can ease the pressure. While handling niggly details can be frustrating, your workarounds can lead to new and improved methods. It's also possible you need to help others, which competes with your desire to get your own things done. You may end up feeling like a dog with its tail between its legs today and tomorrow. You are also likely to be facing some terribly challenging and disappointing news. This is because mental Mercury, the cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, is in the middle of a gunfight with dark and murky Saturn, the planet of hardship, opposition, and karma, now orbiting in your solar 12th house of anxiety, secrets, and hidden enemies. Now is not the time to trust others or make important decisions in relationships. Try to let the storm clouds blow by, and you'll soon be thinking more clearly. Embrace the listless nature of the moon being void of course today. It can be a fun lunar phase to work without really working. You might feel more lackadaisical as you try to go through your usual process. Do not force anything if you are not feeling it. Your energy will pick up later on when the moon enters your opposite sign, Virgo. Now in Virgo, Luna will hyper-focus on your professional commitments. Do not be surprised if you end up completing quite a bit of work at the last minute. Your imagination could be out of control. Your mind will be buzzing with wild ideas. In the middle of your morning commute, you could come up with an idea for a mechanical invention. Or while you are in the shower, your mind might present you with the perfect outline for a screenplay. Try to take a few minutes to capture those elusive inspirations. Jot down your ideas in a notebook or journal so that you can look at them again later and examine the costs in further detail. You could be coming up with something that could bring you real success. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. You'll be surprised how quickly the situation turns around again and you're on top, so just let your roommate or sweetie have their way this time. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose with much higher chances for success. Have you been looking to branch out in a new direction? If so, this could be the day when you get the lead of a lifetime. Or you might receive some unexpected information indicating possible new sources of income that you could pursue on your own. No matter what, new doors of opportunity are going to open for you that could make a big difference in your lifestyle and catapult you into a higher socioeconomic bracket. Make the most of it all. Today, you're going to have a moment of pause, a relaxation period when you can take stock. The vibrations of the moment will be encouraging you to sort out the people in your life who are just acquaintances and those who are your real friends, what your profound desires are as opposed to those imposed on you from outside, and the superficial from the eternal in a serious way. You are hesitating about making a complete change in your comportment so that you can adapt more gently to situations, notably with your friends and family. But you have a supple mind so that you always fall on your feet. Be aware of this. Just days after the moon spent its final hours in Cancer clashed with Pluto in your relationship sector, it is spending its final hours in your communication sector at a friendly aspect. While both are monthly events, with a fleeting chance every 4 weeks to first flush out any issues and then give them a voice, it comes just 2 days before Mercury, the planet of communication is due to begin the first planetary activity on the communication front this year. This is a taste of more enduring support between the communication and relationship gods coming up. Just days after spending its final hours in Cancer clashed with Pluto in your relationship sector, the Moon is spending its final hours in your communication sector at a friendly aspect. While this happens every 4 weeks and is key to maintaining a balance between your personal and relationship needs, this is the only clash while Venus, the planet of love, is in Cancer, leaving you with a better sense of what you want from your relationships and how to give this a voice. Our eyes in the sky. There is big Leo energy around you with both the Sun and Mercury surrounding you with love and light, but the big planetary news today is relationship-focused, balance-seeking asteroid Juno heading retrograde in procrastinator Pisces. Any interpersonal struggles that you've tried to cover up float to the surface now, and you'll have a hard time ignoring them under this self-reflective retro motion. Some good questions to ask yourself during this retrograde cycle will be why you're in the relationships you're in, and if the partnerships in your life have an equal sense of give and take. You might not have any huge epiphanies or aha moments now, but putting yourself on the track toward figuring out which relationships work and which ones need more effort is a big step forward for you while Juno spins backward. Passions are high, and we might be moved to fight for others' rights, knowing that is the just thing to campaign for all to be able to exercise their freedom of expression. Who knew that our pain could be best exorcised by taking the focus, and therefore, the weight of expectation, off of ourselves, and witnessing self-doubt through another's eyes? Under this influence, we can assist others with their problems, healing our own fear of incompetence in the process. Close friends benefit from our guidance and trust our judgment, as it is clear we have lived through similar situations and can provide sound advice for dealing with their dilemmas. In the morning, the Leo moon squares off with Jupiter in Aries, stimulating self-indulgence. As the moon transits Leo, we crave safety and comfort, and we might believe that we can sate our appetite for security by feeding our cravings, Jupiter style. For this reason, be conscious of how coping mechanisms can become unhealthy. We might go overboard trying to protect or nurture those who have not requested our help. Avoid eating or drinking to excess. This transit will pass quickly, and we probably won't suffer too many ill effects. However, we should be conscious of how we perceive voids and the ways we seek to fill them. We might long to be around loved ones, those with whom we are safe expressing our emotions. We can easily pour our devotional feelings into our pets, home environments, creative projects, or even our work. However, it is more likely that this aspect will manifest in a desire to socialize. Although we incline to give love at this time, be mindful that you are worthy of receiving it too, even if you haven't done anything to earn it. Your interests are still varied, but you see the value in more practical viewpoints. The only person who might be judgmental about your life is you. Give yourself a hug and try to embrace your unique qualities. Understand that you're an amazing person who relishes originality. The flip side to this transit is that emotions may be erratic and temperamental. Take a step back from a situation if you feel that it's ready to combust. Take a momentary pause in an argument or with your inner frustrations to help calm you down. This will also allow you to think from a rational and clear-headed perspective, which can be hard to do when emotions accelerate and reach fever pitch.